Well, greetings and welcome to another edition of the CEO PauseCast. I'm Kevin Cashman. I'm with Korn Ferry, where we just tabulated the other day. We're up to 28 million assessments to develop executives, leaders across the world. So we're in another edition of the PauseCast, which, if you didn't hear, is an opportunity just to take 5 minutes, just a little time out of your day, hear a story, hear some research, hear some new and different things happening in leadership. Maybe you get touched or moved by it, and then I give you a practice, a way to bring this into your week and actually use it. Might be at a meeting, might be at home, might be with children or grandchildren, who knows? But we are all leaders of life and can practice deep, profound principles of leadership wherever we go. So today I want to share something about working with the senior team. And it was a large team of about 20 to 22 people with a major company, happened to be in the life sciences industry and happened to be in a beautiful spot at a hotel looking over a lake in Switzerland. Okay, that's the setting. So we're in day one and day two. People have learned a lot about themselves. They've learned a lot about each other. They've set some strategic goals and so on. And we're going to go into day three. And then the CEO came up with a really interesting idea. He said, tomorrow's a big day. So why don't we get up early, go hike up the mountain, and I hear there's a Tibetan monastery up the hill. So I'm thinking, fantastic. Talk about pause. And and I thought it was a really creative idea. But the participants are moaning and groaning, get up early, Tibetan monastery, meditate. Oh, I don't know. But they're not about to tell the CEO. So we all get up, we hike up there, and we get to the doorway, and there's a Tibetan monk waiting to greet us. And when he greets us in a German accent. So it's somehow a multicultural but very unexpected experience. Then we all shuffle into the monastery, we take our shoes off. There's pillows lined up across the whole hall. And then there's a raised little stage, just a foot or two above everyone at the front. So I go up right to the front, right in the middle, willing student, sit down, and I'm ready to go. The rest of the group, I'm hearing moaning and groaning and stretches, and oh my God, what are we doing? And then the monk comes in, and he comes up, steps up on stage, and probably saw me as being an all too willing student. And he looked at me and looked right down to me and kind of threw me and said, "How many days do you have to live?" First of all, I'm not expecting that question, and I'm not expecting this ultimate question to me. And he bore a hole right through me, like right through the center of me and my thinking and feeling, and my head just went blank. Yet, despite that, I had an answer. So he said, "How many days?" And the answer was, "I think it's 10,000." And then he took a big pause and he's nodding and thinking and processing however he did. And then he turns back to me and says, "That's about right, my son." And then I go in my internal self, what do you mean that's about right? What do you know that I don't know? But I told you what is going on here. 10,000 days. How many years is it? So now he's really got me going at a foundational level. So I don't remember the whole rest of the lecture or meditation. I don't remember anything because I'm off on this powerful thought, how many days, and so on. But interestingly, he didn't leave me and us there. He said, okay, how many days do you want to waste in anger? Hmm. How many days do you want to waste out of love? How many days do you want to waste out of purpose? And he went on and on and on, and he had me like a puddle of myself on that pillow. And the whole rest of the day, I'm facilitating this fantastic senior team, and thank God I could do it. But what's grinding in my head? How many days? And should I leave this retreat right now? It was powerful. So the pause for the week is this. How many days do you think you have? You can kind of figure it out with your family history, your health history, how you're doing now, what your level of self-care is. So how many days do we really have? And then the second question is, how do you want to use these days? How how can you make sure you don't waste any in anger or out of purpose? So hold this with you this week. How much time do I have? How do I want to really use it? And how do I want to make sure I'm not wasting it and all the potential that we have? So we will see you next week. Hopefully, we will see you next week for another CEO PauseCast. See you then.